Hello again, day 2. Okay, I hope everybody's well, and I hope you've had a good chance to look through the video from yesterday. If you haven't, I know the link's been sent over to you guys. If you haven't, go and have a look at that link before you do this, okay? So if you haven't had the chance to do it, go day 1, 2, 3, or whatever we go to. But if you want to sort of catch up with anything or relearn stuff, go back to the previous days. So today we're going to catch up on things. We're going to go over what we did, but I'm also going to add some new things, and then right at the end we're going to do a lovely standing relaxation exercise, which hopefully will combat a bit of stress that a few people are feeling out there. It's a really nice day here. Clouds are sort of like clearing, and probably going to be cold again tonight, I don't know, but anyway, let's make a start. So if you remember from yesterday, we did a bow, and the bow was called what? Holding the moon. Yes. So if you make a fist with your right hand, remember, gentle fist, bring your feet together, bring your hand across or your cloud across, and bow. All right, that is holding the moon. It's not a clenched fist, it's a relaxed fist. Okay, so relaxation, imagine you've got like I think I said yesterday, a little bird's egg there in your hand. You go over and do that, and then together. All right, so we did 5 ways of standing yesterday. We did a horse stance, a riding horse stance, then we did a bee stance, a bear stance, and an eagle stance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from the middle, and I'm going to work out today, which will probably make it easier for you guys to remember. To learn, often it's easier to go from horse and then explain from there, but we're going to go from the center. So when we did the bow, when we held the moon, we brought our feet together. Can anybody remember what that's called? Okay, anybody remember? It's a bee stance. Okay, so bring your feet together. Right, now bee stance, start and finish. If you think you're going to bow twice, one at the start, one at the end, start and finish in bee stance. Okay, so go from a bee stance, keep your heels touching. Okay, there. If you look down, you're making a V or V shape with your feet, that sort of thing. So you have now, anybody remember what that one is? Anybody? Eagle stance. Okay, and if you remember, you're pointing your feet to where you're going to go to next, that sort of thing. All right, so at the moment that foot is pointing there, so if I was going to take a step, my foot would go that way, my whole body will go there. Okay, my whole body will go in that direction. Okay, I don't suddenly have my foot there and then have to turn my foot again and go this way. It's wasting energy, it's wasting time. You're preparing yourself to go in the direction you want to go to next. Looking forwards, this sort of thing. There's no bad thing to do. All right, so we've got an eagle stance, which is where your heels are touching. And then if you lift your heels up and twist and drop your feet back down, what you've got now is you're going to have about a spare shoe width. So if you remember from yesterday, if you've got a spare shoe, right, it should fit just between your 2 feet. Doesn't matter if it's loosely fitting, but not 2 spare shoes, because as we said yesterday, you're going out towards a horse stance, all right, which is the one we're going to do next. So move your feet out a little bit wider. So now if you look down at your feet, should be shoulder width. If you remember from yesterday, you do this, you've suddenly got touching the tops of your legs there, and you know you're doing a horse stance. Now what have I missed? I've got my feet shoulder width, but what am I missing to do? What do I need to do? Remember, it's a horse stance, so what do I need to do? I have to sit on the horse, so I bend my knees slightly. Okay, so I bend my knees and I relax everything. I want my shoulders to be relaxed. I don't want them hunched, I want them dropped. I want my arms to be relaxed. I want it to be really nice and comfortable. So I bend my knees slightly, maybe your head goes down 1.5 inches, 2 to 3 centimeters, this sort of thing, like this much, and you're relaxed, okay? You're really relaxed. And if you do that, you'll find it a very comfortable place to be in. Bend too much, it's going to start to put some stress on your kneecaps, which is not good, and it will also start to make your quadriceps muscles, quadriceps, they'll start aching, right? Which in this case I don't want. Okay, so that's your horse stance. So the last one we did yesterday was the riding horse. The riding horse is twice as wide as what the horse stance is. So look how wide your feet are, okay? And if you remembered yesterday, I've got my fingers crossed for some snow actually, because it'd be brilliant to do this in the snow. I've often done it with students in the snow in the garden here, but fingers are crossed. So if you look, imagine you're sitting in some snow, lift your foot up, step over your footprint that was in the snow, that is in the snow. Okay, so that's now in the center of your body. Put your hands out, grab the horse's reins, pull them in, turn them over, tuck them in. Last thing to do, sit on the horse. It's a riding horse. Ride the horse, sit on it. Okay? So you're now sitting on the horse. Now if you remember from yesterday, I was saying your legs here will start to ache. If you stay there, it will start to ache. If they don't ache and your knees are bent, maybe try ramping it up a little bit, you know. In other words, go down a bit more. Okay? And then you'll soon find that it'll start to ache. It's really good exercise to train these muscles in the tops of your legs. Okay? Tai Chi is really subtle. You often find that with Tai Chi it creeps up on you. So if you do it and do it and do it and do it, you will find that your legs become stronger. You'll find that your breathing becomes much better. You'll find that your muscles in all parts of your body, but particularly internal organs, this sort of thing, become much stronger from doing it. It's a completely reversed, if you like, exercise to aerobic sort of exercise. However, there was a program on, I think it was at the start of 2020 or the end of 2019, where they had a bunch of doctors and they had an aerobic class going, and then they had a Tai Chi class going, and they had heart monitors on both of those groups, and they actually found that the Tai Chi was just as aerobic as what the aerobic class was. But guess what? Nowhere near the same stress, nowhere near the same joint stress, this sort of thing, as what the aerobic class was. And yet they were getting the same thing as what the people who were doing aerobics were, but they were doing the Tai Chi moves, because you go into certain positions that really do strengthen muscles and bones, this sort of thing. The added thing on with the Tai Chi was what the doctors were saying at the end of it, was the relaxation part, where your heart rate, instead of going up, actually started to come down. And the feeling of relaxation at the end of the Tai Chi class was just, you will sleep like nothing. You know, so if anybody's watching this and you can find your local Tai Chi instructors, this sort of stuff, go to their classes and go and do them. Okay, you'll love it, absolutely love it. It's a really, really good thing to do, and you will sleep like a baby at the end of it, trust me. Okay, so we've got another way of standing to add today, which is a dragon stance. Dragon stance, strongest stance going in Tai Chi. It's based on having 3 things bent at the same time. Now I'm going to do this forward and I'll do it to the sides like I was doing things yesterday, so you can see the actual positions. But you're going to have your arms and your leg bent and 1 leg straight. So 3 of the 4 things. So you've got 2 arms, 2 legs. 3 of those are going to be bent and 1's going to be straight. So if I go and do this way, so if you guys put your right leg forwards, okay? Now at the moment, because the way the camera's set up, you can't see the bend in the leg, you'll just see it do that. So this knee is now bent. This leg is straight, but it's not straight as in straight and locked like it has to be, like I have to be strong. It's not that. It's straight but relaxed. Okay? So the front knee here is bent. The back leg is straight but relaxed. Put the same arm as the leg you've got forward above your head. So if we do that and then bend it back, okay? there. Put this one out, bend it back, there. So this is right in the center of your chest. This is right in front of your forehead, there. There are 3 things are bent: 2 arms, 1 knee at the front, there. Okay? So if we do this now, I'll do this to the side, so you should be able to see the bend in my knee now. So do that, bending knee, there, okay? Straight but relaxed, arm up, bend back, arm out, there, okay? Now, if you look at the angle, the internal angle of this bit here, that part, if we look here, 45 degrees, okay, this bit here, 45 degrees. Same with the internal angle of that, 45 degrees, there, okay? Same with the internal angle of this, 45 degrees, there. And if you get those angles just right, you'll find that it's an extremely strong way of standing. There's some exercises and things where I might get my daughter to come down, who's often helped me in the past with demonstrations. I get her to come down and I'll get her to show you just exactly how strong that is. I'll push her, or she can push me, or whatever. All right, so we'll do it this way. So I'm changing, I'll keep on my same leg. So go forwards, bend, so you can see that. Yeah, see the bend? Yeah? Up, back, there, back, okay? So dragon stance. So if you got your left leg forward, left dragon. Get your right leg forward, right dragon. Okay, so let's try that. So put your right leg forwards, right dragon. Put your left leg forwards, left dragon. Okay, try again. Right leg. Okay, left leg. Okay, excellent. Right, as with yesterday, I'm going to put a warm-up on. Now, the actual warm-up music, this is not a plug for my hobby. The actual warm-up music is a song that I wrote because I like it, and we recorded it myself and a great friend of mine, Phil, recorded this. It's only a demo, but the reason I play it is because I don't want, if I use any pop songs, I don't want somebody coming along and saying, well, hang on, you know, you've been playing this and you shouldn't be playing it, this sort of thing, and you end up with copyright issues and all that sort of stuff. So basically nobody can tell me I can't play this because it's mine. So hopefully you like it from yesterday, but it's going to be the song that we use every day. It's called I Like It, and we'll jump around. Now, if you remember from yesterday's class, or if you've done anything with me before, when we do warm-ups, we're going to share things around. So when I start doing these warm-ups, I'll start doing the warm-up, and then when I say change, if you're in a group of people, so if you're in a classroom, maybe, or at home and mum or dad's there, or whoever's with you, brothers, sisters, turn around to them and say, okay, it's your go. And whatever they do, you have to copy whatever they do. Now, normally I have 2 rules. One rule is you can't suddenly go and do headstands and things like this, and I try and keep it as safe as possible, you know, within an educational and schooling environment. But I can't see you. You can see me, but I can't see you. So you can get away with whatever you like at the moment, but I keep it safe, all right? Just make sure that if mum or dad's trying to watch you doing a headstand at this moment in time, you know, mum and dad are very precious. So, you know, keep it safe for everybody, all right? Keep it doable, I think is probably the right word of saying this, okay? You suddenly fly up into the air doing complete splits and then drop to the floor, that sort of stuff. If your mum or dad can do that, you should definitely be, you know, be giving them a big hug and a big kiss. They should do that all the time, but because that's amazing. But anyway, you know what I'm getting at. I'll put the music on. I'm going to walk round. It'll take me 10 seconds-ish to get the music on. I'll walk back. I'll start doing things. I'll jump around like a loony. You guys follow me and then do things at home, okay? Give me 10. spot.
Mother is singing to the
Go.
children. Dad with his sons. The greenhouse is busy inside. A pruning again. And everything's easy and makes
Change.
sense. I like it. I like it.
Okay, change.
Sister's in bed. Mother is shouting to her. Pack up the dolls. Dinner is ready. Go
Change.
tell Dad. The whole house smells good. I look at the street. The scene's exactly the same. The windows are playing Sunday
Change.
songs. I like it. I like it.
Change.
Don't think I'm round. I'm singing songs, just watching Sundays on.
Ready? Change. 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 Remember what I said yesterday, be as silly as you like. Change.
I like it.
Change.
I like it.
Change.
I like it. I like it.
Change.
I like it.
Keep going. Brilliant. Okay. Remember, it's good to be silly. Alright? You must let off some steam. You know, really, really, really important. Good to be silly. Good to know when to switch on, concentrate. Good to know switch off, be silly. Okay? This is a big thing in life I've learned. It's really, really good to be daft. Okay. Right. 2 moves from yesterday. Crane wakes up and the crane catches the breeze, and we are going to add one more move on today to that. So we'll give a quick recap. So stand in your horse stance, lift your arms up and breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, again, breathe in and breathe out. Right. Now, if you remember from yesterday, the thing I wanted you all to concentrate on, I want you to concentrate on this arm and the fluidity of the arm. So at no point in time is it ever still. If you think of, if you've ever looked at a boat in a harbour, particularly harbours that don't have rivers coming into them, so man-made harbour, this sort of thing. And if you look at a harbour, what you'll find is that the boats rise and fall, rise and fall. The waves in the harbour rise and fall. They never go up, oops, got to come down, down. It's always rise and fall. And you can see that if you stand there on a calm day looking out at sea and you've got little more small waves coming in, you can often see the huge ocean is rising and falling. It's lifting. It lifts up, and then as it comes down, little waves rush up the beach. And it comes back, breathes in, breathes out, and the little waves go up the beach, and then they come back to the ocean. This sort of thing. So the next time you go to the coast, which I sincerely hope it is sooner rather than later, where we can all get out there and go, I really do encourage you to go and look at the waves. Or if you go to a place where they have a man-made harbour, you know, go and have a look and watch the little boats rising and falling. All right? And if you're still doing this, if you still keep the practice going, Tai Chi, start to lift your arms up and down. See if you can join in with the breath of the ocean. Okay? Remember, breath of the ocean, breath of the world, that sort of thing. So, first movement was the crane wakes up. So we lift up and breathe in, breathe out. Second one, crane catches the breeze. So put your arms like that around the big ball, lean over, turn, open, breathing in, breathing out. Cross your arms in the middle, do exactly the same thing. Turn, breathe in, and breathe out. Okay? So if we do that all together, I'll go up and down, then side to side, okay? So, crane catches the breeze, up we go, breathe in, breathe out. Hold the ball, turn, breathe in. Flap your wings, breathe out. Go this way, turn, breathe in. Come back, breathe out. Okay? Now when you come back to there, right? So you've gone this way, you go that way. When you come back, bring your hands back there, in front of you, right? And let them drop down. So new move for today. As you do this, as you let them drop down, step forward on your right leg. Okay, I know it's my left, go on your right. Remember, I'm mirroring things for you here. Okay, go forwards. All right. Now you've just done this as a dragon stance. So you did this way of standing. You had your front knee slightly bent, your back leg was straight but relaxed. Okay, so you're going to step forward to there. So you're doing the dragon stance but without the arms above your head. And all I want you to do now is I just want you to lift your arms like you did when the crane wakes up. Okay, to here. All right. So let's try that again. So you turn, and then you come back, cross your arms, step forwards, lift up, so you've got your feet are just right, lift up, crane wakes up. Now, you remember I said we don't stop, you're not going to stop. What happens is you lift up, and as soon as you lift up, you're going to sink back, which allows you to lift this front leg, and then you're going to place that behind you. And then instead of bringing your hands down to your side, you're going to take your hands past your leg and turn. Stretch behind, and then come back up. Surprise, surprise, you've got your opposite leg forwards. Step back. Okay? I'm going to do this in 3 directions, this way, that way, and that way for you, so hopefully we'll get this no problem. The footwork is real simple. You step forwards, you step back, you step back. That's it. Okay? But it's when you bring your hands in, that's when things get a little bit, sort of like a bit complicated. We've got the sun out at the moment. This house is absolutely beautiful out here. But it's really chilly, really, really chilly. So I might, actually I've got my hat kicking around, so I might put my hat back on in a bit. Right, so step forward on your right leg. Lift your arms up. Okay, remember, as soon as you lift up, start to rock back. So take your weight onto that back leg there, which will allow you to lift this leg now lift it up, put it behind you. Then when your hands come down, let them sweep down, turn, stretch behind, come back up, and lift up, and then just step back and bring your hands down. Okay? Now, as you can imagine, tomorrow and the day afterwards, what's going to happen is I'm going to add. So even though I'm stopping there, we don't stop there. All right? So I'll do this sideways. So I step forward, lift my arms up, and if you remember, I sink back there. You see that I'm bending this back leg. So there, bend my back knee, lift this up, take that behind, turn, stretch behind, come back up, stretch up, and then back. Okay? If we do that this way for you, so again, step forward, lift up, sink back, step back, come back up, and then step back. Okay? I'll go this way actually. I'll go and do it sort of so I'm back of my head's facing. You can see what's what from that direction. So, step forwards, lift up, stretch, okay, now remember, lift your arms, breathe in, and your arms come down, breathe out. So you can suss this out quite easily. When this leg goes forwards, okay, and you're lifting your arms up in the air, you're breathing in, breathe in. Then, as you put your leg back and you bring your hands down, you're breathing out. Then, hello, you're breathing in. Then you step back and you're breathing out. Because your arms are coming down, okay? It's your arms that are governing all of this. You're breathing in, you're breathing out. Okay, you breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. I don't know if you can see that, but we had the cat over in the corner there. Our new family have moved in, as I said yesterday. Colin's in, I don't know where he is today. I think he's in the house again because it's cold. He tends to go out and then come back in because he's very short haired. So I think he's in the house, I'm not sure. Anyway, so that's your new move. Now, the new move is called the crane stretches its wings, right? So you're stretching your wings, you're stretching your wings, stretch, yeah, that sort of thing. But I think a really nice analogy to think of is think of waves, as I mentioned earlier. Think of these waves running up the beach and then going back to the ocean. Okay? So when your arms come up in the air, you're like a huge wave building, or even a small wave, up to you. So a big wave, build up, breathing in. And then, as that steps back, you're the wave, your fingers are the water crashing up the beach. Then you come back up and you're breathing in because the water's going back to the ocean, the stuff that just run up the beach. And you're gathering up again, and then you're going again. Okay? So it's a nice way of remembering, using that analogy of the water, the wave building, crashing up the beach, coming back to the ocean, coming up, crashing up the beach. And if you think of that, you can't go wrong really with all the movements that are in there. Okay, so that's a brand new way of standing for you today. It's also a brand new move for you today. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do some of the standing relaxation. And the standing relaxation is really, really nice. It's going to be done in a horse stance. So if you remember from yesterday and from what I've mentioned earlier, you know, in this video, your feet are shoulder width apart. Your knees are relaxed. They're unlocked, right? And you'll find yourself, your head's going to sink down maybe inch and a half, 2-3 centimeters. Just going to sit down a little bit. If you get in that position, you'll find that you can really, really, really relax. Okay, but I'm going to give some breathing exercises and stuff like that to do. Okay, so what I want to do now is if we all get into shoulder width. Look at this floor. I think I'm going to be chewing this up quite soon with all the grass and everything. So, relax your shoulders. Right? Relax your arms and your fingers. Relax everything. Okay? Bend your knees slightly. So your head is going to drop down, you know, 3 centimeters or so. Bend. Alright? And all I want you to do now is I just want you to breathe in really gently in through your nose. Okay, so breathe in. And breathe out. So you're breathing in through your nose. Breathing out through your mouth. Okay? So just try that again. So gently breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose. And breathe out through your mouth. Okay. Now, staying in that position, I want you now to start to try and switch off the muscles, okay, in your face. Now what I mean by that is I want you to start to relax them. Alright? So I want you to start to relax your forehead. Then I want you to work down to your cheeks. And I want you to work down to your jaw. A lot of problems when people get stressed and they tighten up the face muscles. This often gives you headaches, that sort of thing. So really start to relax, okay? So start to switch off these muscles. Start to relax them. Consciously in your head, start to relax the muscles in your head, okay? Now when you've done that, I want you to work to your shoulders, your neck, your shoulders, down to your hands. All the way down to your fingertips. And I just want you to stand there in your horse stance with your knees slightly bent, breathing in gently in through the nose and gently out through the mouth. Okay. Now, put one hand on your tummy, right on your belly button. Put your other hand on top of that hand, and what I want you to do now is I want you to make a circular motion on your tummies. So you're going to come up and over and down, okay, up, circle and then down. Now when you start off with your hands on your belly button, okay, when you do the circle, lift up and come up just underneath where your ribs are, right? And then go down the other side back to where you started, which is your hands on your belly button, okay? So hands on belly button, come up and then go round. Alright? Now you're going to breathe in all the way up, over and down to where you started, and then you're going to breathe out all the way up, over and down to where you started. So each revolution, each circle is either a breath in or a breath out, okay? keep your hands, don't press on your tummy, keep your hands lightly touching your tummy, okay? So if you're at home now and you've got a t-shirt on, put them on top of your t-shirt, that sort of thing, all right? So you breathe in all the way up. Breathe out. Breathe in. And when you get back to the bottom, breathe out. Okay? Now what I want you to do with this, I want you to do 3 movements in one direction. So 3 circles this way. So 1, 2, 3. Obviously much slower than that. And then you're going to reverse that. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3. Alright? Like I say, where your ribs are, okay, my ribs are here. Where the ribs are, it's literally like a circle there. And the ribs are right in the top part of the circle here. Okay, so the circle can fit perfectly there. Your ribs are there, that sort of thing, okay? And your hands can move really, really nicely around that circular part of your body there. So you're going to go 3 one way and 3 on the other side, all right? Now if you do that, what you'll find is that you will have much more beneficial for digestion, this sort of thing, much better, the stress will start to leave your body, you'll be much calmer, and when people are calm, people are generally happy. At this moment in time, as I said yesterday, there's an awful lot of things that are coming our way, and those things are things that can make people stressful, seriously unhappy. We have people that are working under incredible strain and stress at this moment in time, incredibly challenging conditions, extremely difficult, way above and beyond anything, you know, that they've ever, you know, sort of experienced en masse as it is at this moment in time. And it is how we react to this stress. I think I mentioned this yesterday, how we react to stress. If we react to stress by, you know, by being, you know, really stressed out and really sort of angst and angry, if you do that, you're not getting rid of stress. What's happening is you're building it. Yeah, you're manifesting this thing. You're actually accelerating the stress levels within your body. Okay? You have to, we have to learn ways of really becoming sort of like calm and removing this from the body. Okay, it's difficult. It isn't an easy thing to do. It's not an easy ask. But over the next, you know, days and weeks, I will throw things out that I've been taught, you know, in my life by, you know, by some incredible people, and I'll throw them and things I've done myself, things I've sort of, you know, that's worked for me, and I will give all of what I know out to you guys. So hopefully it helps. Okay. Anyway, that's it for today. The sunshine is actually, if I step back, I get it on my face. Yay! Hello, sun. So that's it for today. I will be doing another one tomorrow. We'll add to things. We'll have some days where there's a bit more action. We'll have some days where there's a bit more relaxation, this sort of stuff. But I hope you've got a lot out of it. As I say, practice the videos that you've seen before, and it really will work for you. As I mentioned, Tai Chi creeps up on you. It's not something where you go, like you go to a gym and you go, yes, I've been on this, and you know, and I feel great for it, because everything's aching, and you get up in the morning and maybe, you know, your bones and muscles are aching. Tai Chi builds very, very, very slowly. Very, 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 very slowly. But it is extremely good exercise for you and brilliantly beneficial at reducing stress. So anyway, I've actually got the sun on my face. I mentioned it's starting to get warm for the first time in weeks, a couple of weeks. See you tomorrow. and I hope you have a great day, and stay safe, stay healthy, and take care of each other. Okay, bye.